Ah, the President, the figurehead of the United States of America and democracy around the globe. The one person in the world who is supposed to be the bastion of morality, whose credentials must be beyond reproach at any moment. The embodiment of Jesus Christ, Buddha, and Krishna rolled into one, but with the acknowledgement of being a secular leader as well. How does one master such high expectations? Yeah, well, you don't. Not even the diligence of the myriad staff behind you is going to save your sorry butt from every situation. Hello and welcome to episode 74 of One Man's Opinion, where I review professional theater in New York and Connecticut. Today I am reviewing Selina Fillinger's riotously funny play, POTUS, or Behind Every Great Dumbass, Are Seven Women Trying to Keep 'Em Alive, directed by Susan Stroman, featuring an all-star cast with performances at the Sam S. Schubert Theater at 225 West 44th Street in New York. This play was the perfect shot in the arm for me. I was practically falling asleep in my seat before curtain from running around for almost 2 weeks working my day job and then getting to New York to review shows, sleeping on a Metro North on the way home. But almost as soon as the play began, I was caught up in the mayhem that follows for the next 2 hours. Set in a White House, POTUS follows 7 women associated with the ruler of the free world, who himself is mostly left in the wings. Several times we get to see his legs. The president is hosting a nuclear disarmament conference with leaders around the world and later giving a speech to the female models of leadership. Yeah, you fit that acronym in your head. It's what's going on behind the scenes, though, where the real drama happens. Harriet, played by Julie White, is the Secretary of the State, and she, along with Press Secretary Jean, played by Susie Nakamura, and Stephanie, played by Rachel Dratch, attempt to keep order. There's journalist Chris, played by Lily Cooper, who interviews the First Lady Margaret, played by Vanessa Williams, who is referred by the president the previous day with a rather egregious female slur. That is the First Lady. Chris is also on the outs with her new agency and is willing to hide and do anything to get a scoop story that the White House wants to keep quiet. There's Dusty, played by Julianne Hough, a young Midwest girl who is pregnant with the president's child, and also Bernadette, played by Leah Delaria, who is the president's sister and on temporary release from prison with the expectation of her brother is going to give her a pardon for drug trafficking. POTUS is an old-fashioned, raunchy, sometimes vulgar comedy, and it is as near-perfect a farce as you're going to get this day and age. The only difference is that instead of a mammoth-infused, male-led swearfest, it's women. Its humor isn't going to be for everyone. Some are going to be offended by its frequent profanity, sexual dialogue, and vomiting on stage, but I don't care. In this day and age, if you're not comfortable watching women have strong, outrageously profane conversations and hold sexually explicit conversations about giving anal sex to the President of the United States, I can't help you. It's just not going to be for you. What works so well is the character diversity between the 7 women. They aren't all there with the intention of being the funny one. There are diminishing degrees to the sanity of each character, especially once narcotics come into the situation. White, Williams, and Nakamura start out as the more straight women of the comedy, setting up the other characters for their more absurd moments, while Dratch, once she has a considerable amount of Bernadette's stash, which is likely something along the lines of mushroom or acid, becomes the wild card on stage. All 7 women commit to the absurdity of every moment, and when they have their moments of real personal reflection, they don't overwork the audience, allowing moments of lucidity and catching their breath. Beowulf Boritt has created yet another marvelous set with a rotating stage depicting numerous rooms in the White House. Its design only adds to the hysterical mania of the play as the 7 ladies run around in circles on stage, or more likely they're running in place as the stage rotates under them. The only thing I wish was different is at the end of the first act, there's an altercation where Chris throws a bust across the room and strikes the president in the head. Without spoiling the repercussions of the accident, I wish Fillinger and/or whomever had any say regarding the script held steadfast to where the plot goes in the first half of the second act and not pull back on the reins at the last minute. I think it would have been far more provocative if they had held to their guns. Still, POTUS shows that not only can there be gloriously hysterical female-led comedies written and directed by women, but that there are a lot of unsung women leaders out there who clean up so much crap that men leave behind. And to those ladies, I tip my cap. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you're interested in seeing POTUS, or behind every great dumbass are 7 women trying to keep him alive, I'll leave a link in the description box. You can support my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Ring the notification bell for alerts to future reviews. My next review will be the musical A Strange Loop. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.